And the president tweeting this as he landed in Kansas City, quote, "I am very concerned that Russia will be fighting very hard to have an impact on the upcoming election based on the fact that no president has ever been tougher on Russia than me. They will be pushing very hard for the Democrats. They definitely don't want Trump." Did you like that read? I do it with dramatic influence.
It was really good. It's not all caps today, though.
That's true.
It was good, though.
That's true. Katie, what's your take on that one?
Subtle?
Subtle?
Very subtle.
Subtle?
I have no idea where he's going with that, as you were saying. Look, the Russians' goal is not necessarily to elect one party or the other. It's to get us fighting with each other, which they've been very successful
They were awesome at that.
For the past 2 years, yes. So, I think he's just throwing that out there to say, look, I'm concerned about Russian meddling. And by the way, they want to elect Democrats because I have a strong record on Russia. So
However, there's a record here in the current record. If you look at the number of sanctions, not what the tweeting or what the claims are, you go down the checklist. Access to banking for certain individuals and institutions. You go to various people that have been sanctioned, diplomats that have been kicked out. You go to other sanctions that have a secondary effect on Russia. The Trump administration has actually done a significant amount of work. The problem is we can't get out of this collusion argument in the public. And like Trey Gowdy just said to Adam Schiff in response to him, where is the evidence, essentially, paraphrasing? He's seen no evidence.
Well, and Democrats only started caring about Russia when Donald Trump won the election. They didn't care about, like, the Obama administration ignored what they were doing. They ignored the intelligence. They made fun of Mitt Romney.
The 80s just called, they want your policy back.
The media complex made fun of Mitt Romney for even bringing it up as a threat. So it's interesting now that they all of a sudden care about it.
What we got from President Obama, remember, after it was revealed that the Russians were trying to interfere in the election, he looked at Vladimir Putin as in a sideline meeting and said, "Cut it out." So that's what we got. That's what we got.
To be fair, and I think Marie can speak to this point.
Cut it out from Obama.
To be fair, the president keeps getting in his own way on this. I mean, talking about trolling, he himself gets trolled by the fact that one day he says, the Russians interfered. The next day he didn't, because he's conflating the charges of collusion and meddling. And feels like that's meant to undermine his presidency.
Well,
so wait, let her respond. Go ahead,
Here's the challenge, though. The sanctions that were passed overwhelmingly by Congress, Donald Trump did not want to sign, and he is not fully implemented because he does not want to put them in place. There are multiple reports that he did not want to expel that many diplomats. So what Putin sees is an administration taking tough steps, as David mentioned, but it's also a president they see that talks really tough with all of our allies and won't apply the same pressure to Russia. So Putin gets the thought from Trump. And look, Donald Trump said it.
Or it's good cop, bad cop.
Donald Trump said it in an interview. In the interview with Tucker Carlson last week, Donald Trump basically said, why would we go to war over Montenegro? That cuts so fundamentally at the heart of why NATO's around, and that is music to Putin's ears. So I don't think Putin thinks Donald Trump is going to expend U.S. resources for Latvia or for Montenegro, or if Russia pushes further into Ukraine.
To your point, I want to highlight this, that all Russia wants to do is disrupt the United States of America and create an uproar and destroy any unity that might still exist. And I'll point to two things. There was a Microsoft executive at the Aspen Security Forum earlier this week who said that Russia has tried to already hack 3 congressional candidates during the midterm election season. I don't think they revealed the candidates' names or the parties involved. Wall Street Journal today that the Homeland Security officials have said Russian hackers reached U.S. utility control rooms. Blackouts could have been caused after networks of trusted vendors were easily penetrated. That's what they're up to. They want to destroy the United States, and we need to have a much more united front on this.
Do you think the president has a strategy in place to counter that? Because we've heard reports that he doesn't.
Well, actually, the Pentagon is now in charge.
Well, they did roll out a strategy last week.
Well, they moved Cyber Command under the Pentagon into an active command about 2 months ago, number one. Number two, the utilities hacking has been going on for some time, and it does need to be countered because 1/3 of Russia's GDP is based on energy, and going after our energy sector helps them stay strong. And they're not just trying to Dagan's 100% right, but it's other countries that they want to do this to at the same time.